Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today. I'm Sally from Sally Stampers, and today I'm going to show you how to make this cute box. As you can see, it's quite a good size, and I think you could probably put anything you wanted in here. Obviously it is made out of DSP, so it's not particularly strong enough to hold something heavy. I think maybe some homemade cakes or even cookies, something good to eat, would look really good in here. So I'm going to show you how to make it. So we start off with a sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock, DSP, that we don't need to cut down. We are just going to score it as it is. So our first two score lines are going to be at 3 inches and 9 inches. We're then going to rotate and score at 1 inch, 3.5 inches, 6.5 inches and 9 inches. And with all my projects, as I always say, let's fold and burnish those score lines. Some of the papers that are dark can be quite hard to see. Thankfully this one's not too bad. And this paper that I'm using is the beautiful it's Candy Cane Lane. I just think it's really cute. I love the gingerbread men and the sweets and the candy canes. It really does make you feel quite festive. Okay, so we've done all of those. With our little tab at the bottom towards us, you need to cut down the horizontal lines, the vertical lines, past your first fold line, past your second fold line, and actually down to the third one. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So we're cutting down past the first, the second, and down to the third. Okay. Then we're going to cut off these two boxes at the top, leaving just one little tab. And same on the other side. And then at the bottom, we're just going to cut up one square. Okay. If you want to, you could always cut out some wedges here, which will just make it sit together a little straighter when we glue it. So I'm just going to cut through these. Oops. Okay, so there's the basics. So let's flip it over and get the good old fast fuse, because it is slightly stronger adhesive to hold the box together. And we adhere on all 4 of our tabs, and then we just put it together, making sure that your lines and your folds meet up so that you've got a relatively nice straight edged box. Go. So you can just lie it down and give it a little press just to make sure that adhesive's stuck in. And there you have it, your box made. Now you can tuck the tab inside, but because it's not got shoulders on the outsides, it is potential to fold in. So I've just left mine out on this occasion. So I'm going to wrap some of this lovely craft rope trim around it, so making sure it's fairly in the middle, just going over the top, oops, twist it across the bottom and then back up the sides, and just tighten into a bow. Beautiful. I'm not going to mess with it too much. Okay, so there's the box, tied up nicely. Good size, as I said. So, to decorate, this one has got the lovely gingerbread man on, and I'm going to do exactly the same on this one. So, the gingerbread man is in the Cookie Cutter Christmas stamp set, and I've got him on a D block. I'm going to stamp him on some scrap of Whisper White with some crumb cake. And it's worth stamping him quite close to the bottom, because when you come to use the builder punch, you obviously need his feet near the bottom so that you can put him in and cut him out easy enough. If he's in the middle of some paper, oops, a daisy, you're either going to have to cut a piece of your paper, I'll sort that in a moment, or you're just going to waste them, so it's always wise to have him at the bottom. So I'll just pop him to one side, and next up are the labels. Now I'm using the Tags and Labels framelit dies, and a little treat for you today, I'm actually bringing out my Big Shot. So here's my Big Shot. I've simply got my magnetic platform, my base sandwich plate, and I'm actually going to cut these out at the same time just to save time. So I have the larger one in crumb cake even, cardstock, and this one just on a scrap of white, just big enough for that. My sandwich on the top, gonna roll them through. A few creaks and cracks, which is perfectly fine. Take these out of here, move that out of the way. Okay, and we are left with two labels. So on the white one, I'm going to be using Candy Cane Christmas and the Christmas Treats Just For You, which I've already got up on a C block, and I'm going to stamp in real red. Obviously, because of me cutting this out first, you need to make sure that this is fairly central. Usually you would stamp and then cut out. Because it was a small piece of white card I was using, I just thought I'd go and do it this way. So, just back with my fast fuse, I'm just going to put a strip of this across the back and line it up onto here beautifully. And my little gingerbread man, going to stick him on with some glue dots. So stick one on his left arm, no, actually it's his right arm, isn't it? And just one on his leg, and then he's just going to sit just there. And then I'm going to add some dimensionals to the back. Would you believe I've actually got my two dogs in here with me today, and they have both been as good as gold while I'm videoing, probably because I bribed them with a load of treats beforehand. Okay, so I spoke too soon. So I'm just going to tuck that one on there. Obviously if you want to undo it and press it on, but it will stick. And that is your finished box. Perfect for filling with some homemade goodies, or even some cakes, or even a little goodie that you've bought. But I just love them, and I love the paper. Thank you for joining me, and looks like I need to go and sort my dog out.